Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, Infinitely Guided Tarot. Happy holidays, happy new year. Yes, 2020 is here. Yes. I'm excited. I'm wishing you many blessings, love, and light throughout this year for you and yours. For newcomers, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross-watcher, you're also welcome here. This is a general message. It will not resonate with everyone, but it will resonate with many, okay? If it resonates, like, subscribe, share, comment below. If it doesn't, check out your ascendant, your moon, or your Venus signs, okay? Roles can be reversed, transposed, flipped. Energies are fluid, so this could be past, present, future. This may be speaking directly to you in your life situation. And then again, it may be speaking directly to someone who is in your energetic field, okay? Someone in your aura, all right? So if it resonates, it's up to you to insert yourself where you belong. If it doesn't, please don't hold on to anything that doesn't belong to you. Now, Pisces, let's get to it. Your first card from the Wisdom of Oracle is Time for a Nap. It's a 24 breaking down to a 6. Speaks of balance. Spirit is advising you to chillax. Okay? Spirit is advising you, Pisces, sometimes you guys go all in for friends, family, even strangers. You're always right there on the mark, get set, go, ready to take care of somebody else's problem. There's a lot of energy vampires. Okay, so Spirit is asking you to take care of yourself. Have some self-care by relaxing, by getting a massage, by eating right, by having a well-balanced diet, by meditating. Okay, this is also manifesting energy here, magical powers. Okay, do you see that fox? You see the moon? And then there's this, it looks like it's a beard, but it's a cloud that the fox is lying on there. Okay, let's talk about the fox energy. I feel like I want to say that some of you are very attracted to someone. You have a really deep bond with someone, okay? But there's a lot of sexual energy, okay? I feel like this person could have reddish hair, or you could have reddish hair, okay? I feel like they're attractive. They're very I don't know, like, I feel like they're very competitive, okay? I feel like they beat the competition most times, okay? But what else about the fox? The fox is very cunning, right? Very witty, clever, and this is also transformative energy, right? Like regenerative energy, okay? The fox also helps to solve problems in a balanced and calm manner, okay? Spirit is asking you to become a creative problem solver. Instead of jumping up, ready to dig in and help someone, there's nothing wrong with helping people. But sometimes, like I said, people take advantage, or they're energy vampires, or, what they can do for themselves, they ask you to do because they can rely on you, right? Okay, that's like codependent, right? So Spirit is asking you to become more of a creative problem solver. Instead of jumping to help, stand back, listen to your intuition, and give the person some ideas on how to help themselves, okay? The next card out from the Major Arcana deck is the Page of Wands. Now you see her? Hand on hip, wand in hand, ready to take action. The Page of Wands is the initial ideal for action, right? But right next door to her, and that's the fire signs, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I wanted to say the fox is, I think the fox is Scorpio energy. Anyway. Right next door to the Page of Wands, we have the High Priestess. Beautiful card. She's meditating here. She's intuitive. She's wise. She has an inner knowing, okay? She keeps secrets. What she knows, she doesn't always tell everybody, right? But she's sitting there. Her root chakra is lit up, okay? Her third eye is lit up, and she knows, okay? She knows she should stop and pause, he or she, right, for the male viewers. She knows that this person knows by following their intuition and their discernment, they know that when this person comes to you for advice or requesting that you do what you usually do, that they should stop and pause and think of, you know, an idea of what to tell this person to do for themselves, okay? Because she's sitting and chilling, she's chilling, okay, and meditating, manifesting, okay, relaxing, okay, just like that fox, okay, being clever about it. Okay, so then I wanted to pull one romance angel card for you, Pisces, and 3 fell out because Spirit wanted you to have 3 cards. The first card out is soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Exciting, right? The next card out is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then lastly, you have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So let's get into the tarot. So the first card out, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like I'm talking to, and it doesn't have to be, okay? I don't even like mentioning the Zodiac because we get stuck on the Zodiac, and instead of, you know, listening to the message, we're stuck on the signs. We all can embody these energies, but I feel like I have to inform you that, you know, some of you, Pisces, may have an Aries ascendant or rising in your chart. You may have an Aquarius moon, okay? Others of you may have Capricorn earth energy, right? Taurus, Capricorn energy in your chart, okay? But I feel like someone has air as their moon, Aquarius as their moon, and Aries as their rising or ascendant sign, okay? Now, for some of you, I feel like there's a creative, new, passionate opportunity that you know, decided to go for that didn't turn out to be what you thought it would be. Like you feel like it's a loss, but you only feel like it's a loss, okay? It's not a loss because every ace is a gift from Source, Spirit, God, okay? And it's up to us if we want to take the opportunity or not. It's a gift, okay? We have free will, okay? So I feel like some of you decided to take the leap of faith and go ahead with this new idea, but you came up against some delays, okay, and found out that it's going to be hard work, okay, and it's going to take longer than what you thought it would, okay, and because you're feeling overburdened by responsibilities and other, you know, factors in your life, you're feeling like it's a loss, right? It's like a lost opportunity because you've been doing everything you're supposed to do, you know, and things are not panning out exactly the way you thought they would, okay? For others of you, I feel like in love, there is a relationship you've been in for a while, right? And you may be in a relationship with a Capricorn or a fire sign, okay, or a Taurus, all right, and or Libra, and what once looked like a great union, a great opportunity, is now not looking like that at all, okay? And so you're deciding to take a leap of faith and offer make a solid offer to someone else that you've been thinking about for quite a while. Okay, this is really interesting because I feel like even though you're in a relationship, there's somebody else that you've been interested in for quite a while, but because it took you a long time to, finally offer up this pentacle to this person. Okay, but the thing about it is that you're still holding on to the past. It's like you're in between, right? It's like, yeah, you want to take a leap of faith and move in this new direction, freedom, adventure. Maybe you're traveling to see somebody. Maybe it's a long distance, relationship, or a long distance person that you're interested in, but you're still holding on to this other relationship that you've been in for years. Okay, because it's not easy to let go of a relationship you have for a very long time, right? Okay, that's what I have for some of you. I don't know if it resonates, but this is what Spirit is giving me. And I feel like you're in this relationship that you've been in for years, even though, in the beginning it looked good. It looked solid, stable. Everybody was jiving. You had a lot of passion. You was inspired to be together, a lot of love. But now somebody's in their feelings, and I feel like this is you, Pisces. I might be wrong. Roles can be reversed, transposed, flip-flop, or whatever. But this is your reading, so I'm going to refer to you. I feel like this is you in your feelings. Okay, the King of Cups is usually a person who is in total control of their feelings, but this King of Cups, the water is spilling out of his cup. Like, he's not in control right now, okay? He's actually not, he's feeling scattered. He's in his feels, he's feeling scattered, and he doesn't exactly know what he should do or the direction that he should take regarding this matter. Because, like I said, what used to, this is the Empress. The Empress is nurturing, fertile. I feel like definitely some children involved in this scenario that I'm talking about here. But anyway, she's fertile, she's nurturing, she's caring, she's reliable, she's dependable, she always comes through, okay? But she's grounded, she's nurturing, she's caring, okay? So again, this could be speaking about a working environment, right? This can be speaking of an occupation. The Empress in reverse speaks of creative blocks. Okay, and like I said, the opportunity that you feel like it's a lost opportunity is really just a block. I'm not sure why it's being blocked, but it's being blocked right now by the universe. Okay, and so sometimes you just have to relax and allow the universe to bring inspiration to you. Sometimes Spirit suggests that taking a rest is allowing inspiration to come to you because you are feeling overburdened with responsibilities and commitments at this time. So it's, again, just take a nap, right? Just chill out, relax, and it'll all come to you when you're meditating, right? And manifesting. You will get an aha moment. You may get a epiphany, okay? But for those of you that this is speaking directly about a relationship, you've been in a relationship for a long time. Yes, you are feeling overburdened by responsibilities and commitments at this time because you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but you're just feeling like it's just never enough. Okay? You're feeling imbalanced. You're feeling like you really don't know what to do. Okay? And you're in your feels about it. And so is Wifey, because this is definitely Wifey. Wifey is out of her character right now, okay? Like I said, it could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a fire sign, or a Libra. And I feel like the King of Cups is you. Now, if it isn't you, then your counterpart could be a water sign, okay? But this is really, the King of Cups for me is like Cancer. Cancer and Pisces. Okay, so now you're playing this balancing act, right? You're trying to keep all the balls in the air because, right, this can be speaking about both things, right? And maybe that's why you're feeling overburdened. Maybe things are not going exactly the way you want them to in your occupation as well as home. And don't get it twisted. Like, everything has been falling into place. It's like when you go to college. Yes, it's hard, but you finally get your degree. You're like, dang on it, I made it. Now I'm going to go out into the real world and I'm going to go to, go to work. So then you get to work, you're making the money, you know, you're making good money or whatever, but then, you know, along come all these other responsibilities you're not used to, right? Paying the, you know, rent, paying other bills. This pops up, that pops up, and it's like, well, dag, am I really doing what it is that I wanted to set out to do? Yeah, you're doing it. It's just challenging. It's hard, right? Things are not always easy. Even though we complete one thing, we start up a whole new, you know, bag of challenges. And I feel like that is what's happening. And so you're trying to keep all the balls in the air with the Two of Pentacles, you know. And you're juggling in between, you know, trying to balance and juggle in between while you're trying to figure out what is going to get me my happiness. Like, I want to be inspired. I want to be happy. And I want to be emotionally fulfilled, right? Emotional fulfillment. This is what it is that you want. Okay. Now, this Ace of Wands has the lizard in it. Now, the lizard, okay, is good luck. Okay. It's good luck. But it's also, it also signifies a person who, you know, goes through transformation, who could go through transformation and regenerative energies, okay? But the flip side of that is it's a person who kind of gets stuck in their patterns, okay? Patterns of doing the same thing, attracting the same people, attracting, you know, doing the same stuff, trying to get a new result, right? With the Ace of Wands, trying to get a new result, but doing the same thing. Okay, and usually those things are self-sabotatory, okay, to say the least. Now, I'm just saying both sides of the coin, right? Some of you, you're just trying to figure out, like, you're trying to make $1 out of 50 cents. Like, I want to feel the passion, okay? I want this new creative thing to work. I'm going to put in the energy to make it work. I'm going to reboost this relationship, like all types of stuff, okay? I want to be happy. I want my wish fulfillment, like my 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. But others of you are still doing the same thing, trying to get a new result, stuck in a relationship. You don't know which way you want to go, right? This is clarifying the juggling. There's two people, right? One relationship that you've been in for a very long time versus the new relationship. And then for others of you, someone is trying to move forward, but someone won't allow them to leave because we have this red banner here, which is the soul tie, right? It's the same soul tie that we see, you know, with the red ribbon, okay? It's about love. It's a soul tie. Someone won't let somebody go and be happy. It's like, no, you're going to be happy with me. Like, it's a feeling of I'm entitled to you and you ain't going nowhere. Okay? And definitely children involved, family, right? Like I said, the Empress is the divine feminine, okay? So that's definitely wifey, okay? And then we clarified it with the Oracle card, and we got the Ace of Wands in reverse, which is inspiration. So you're definitely looking for that passion and that inspiration. You want to regenerate it, some of you, and others of you want to go off and find that, okay? Because it's like, you know, 9 of Wands here. Like, look at him. He's beat up. He's wounded. This is the wounded warrior. He's definitely has some battle scars, okay? This speaks of setting your clear boundaries, standing up for yourself, and keeping it moving through to fight another day. No, never giving up, right? Very courageous, okay? Very courageous energy, and it's being clarified by the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, which tells me that, you know, you come up with a plan. It's foresight, right? I have a plan, okay, and I'm going to set it in motion, right? Some of you may be traveling, especially with the 6 of Swords here and the Knight of Wands. It's all movement, right? Moving forward, fast, okay? Moving forward fast, moving from choppy waters to the sun, going to the sun, fast, quick, hasty, like right now. I don't have no time. The Knight of Wands goes quick, moves, doesn't even think about it, okay? And the Three of Wands, you see the bird, it's like sending out a message overseas to the one that I love, right? In regards to the love message, okay? It's like, I need to send out this message that I'm coming soon, okay? The ships look like they left me, but I'm going to catch up. And I'm going to come and I'm going to get you. And I'm going to move, and I'm going to move fast, okay? For others of you, you know, he's carrying the Four of Swords on his shoulder, which speaks of, you know, needing rest, right? Four of Swords is the resting, healing. Somebody might be, you know, leaving with their children, okay? Because they need healing, okay? Whatever it is, they're moving fast and they're not playing, okay? Moving forward, we have the Star in reverse. Like I said, some of you may have Aquarius in your chart. Star is Aquarius, or you may be dealing with someone who is an Aquarius or a Libra, okay? I feel like you felt that this, you know, you kind of gave up hope. You kind of lack faith in regards to this new passionate, again, going back to the passionate endeavor. You kind of lost faith and hope in this, okay? But there's somebody around who is going to give you some support, okay? Who is deciding, right? Deciding to take that journey with you, okay? And there's going to be a lot of competition, okay? You know, a lot of people may disagree with what it is that you're trying to do. You know, you might feel like you're always defending yourself or defending this new union that you're, you know, you're setting off to go to, right? And maybe that's why it took a long time for you to come around and, you know, make that leap and go for what you know, because you may have people in your family who, you know, beg to differ, or they don't like, you know, the person that you like. Maybe the family disagrees. Maybe you guys have different values, right? Maybe you were raised different. Maybe you have different cultures. And you feel like it may be a problem, like you're going to always have to deal with people and their opinions, okay? I really feel like this man is, he's like, I made up my mind and I don't care who I'm going to have to jack up defending his passion, whether that be a person or the new venture, right? And here's the King of Wands. You know, he's decided to, you know, he's done, right? Like I said, he decided to make all of these cards saying he wants his happy, he wants his passion. And whatever it is he got into in the beginning, it looked good, it felt good, and he thought it was good, and now it isn't. Now it just isn't. It doesn't feel that way anymore. He's standing in his truth, okay? And, you know, somebody, see the red? See? Somebody decided to walk away emotionally and physically, right? This is the Eight of Cups. And that's you, Pisces. Eight of Cups is you, okay? I don't know, somebody left somebody with a cup in their hand, okay? Okay? And, you know, the moon is there. And it looks like you know, a full moon eclipse or something like that. I don't know. Maybe this happened sometime around the 26th of December, or maybe these feelings started stirring around the 26th of December. The Capricorn energy, right? Is very the next card that you have from the Oracle deck, clarifying these cards that I just read off. It's the Four of Swords. And remember I spoke about this guy here who's moving on from troubled water. He has the Four Swords on his shoulder. Okay? It's all about healing. It's all about rest. In the traditional tarot, the Four of Swords is about rest. Right? It's the person, it looks like he's in a chapel or a church, laying down, resting, right, with three swords above and the one sword on his side, the sword of truth. It's healing, okay? So healing from a breakup, or healing, regenerating, right, transforming an existing relationship so that both people can be happy, the family can be happy, okay? And then there's others of you who are deciding to move forward to find your happiness. Okay, I feel like some people are torn, right? Torn between two people. And then there are others of you who are happily in a relationship, have been happily in a relationship and accomplishing everything that you've set out to accomplish. Your goals are being checked off your list one by one, but you've, you know, come into some creative blocks. And because of all of the commitments, and all of the responsibilities of taking care of everything like you always do, it's just become overwhelming. And so it's just about having a conversation with your significant other, okay, and asking for the help that you need, rather than be just a conversation, because you're feeling worn out, okay? It's about having a truthful conversation, leaving the emotions out of it, and just having a logical, truthful conversation, right? So that you guys can find, that passion again and get on the same page, okay? So different messages for different people. Now, next we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, it's in reverse. Now, in the upright, that's that rest card I was talking about, right? Rest card, okay. It's the rest card I was talking about. It's air. I'm sorry, not Aries, air. But it's in the reverse, and it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles reverse, the Five of Cups, and Justice. I feel like somebody woke up, okay, no longer resting, woke up, and snapped out of it and realized that they didn't want this collaboration anymore, okay? They don't want it anymore. Whatever one that they are in presently, or what they thought that they want, they don't want it anymore, okay? And, that's the looking at, spilt milk, right? Spilt milk, okay? And the Justice card is like karma, I feel. Karma. That's what I'm feeling, karma. You know how Justice is usually blindfolded, right? All the Justice cards, they're usually blindfolded. Not her. She is eyes wide open, woke. And there's two people paying the price, right? It's two people receiving their karma. Not just one, it's two. And we know that the Five of Cups, if one person is feeling the loss, everybody's feeling the loss, right? Okay. And, I feel like in the upright, I feel like somebody, it all looked good, right? It was like glittering and gold, and like it looked good up on a pedestal. We could do this, we're going to collaborate together, whatever. And that could be in business as well, right? That, it just didn't work out that way. Okay, and someone is feeling sad behind it. Okay, but the eyes are wide awoke right now, and it's just like, what else I'm getting on this? I feel like not only the scenario I just said, but I also feel like, you know, this is the third card when somebody walked away with the kids. You see that? Oh, wait a minute. That's not somebody walking away with the kids. That's somebody drowning in their emotions in the water. Only one person. I had to shift my glasses. Okay, I've never seen that before. Okay, so that looked like, that looked like that King of Cups over here that's very emotional, right? Wow, that's crazy. But all that person has to do is turn around. There's 2 cups there. There's still 2 cups standing. Okay, but I feel like somebody is like stuck in their emotions. Looking on the cups that have already spilled. And the reason why I call this karma, you know, this is 2 people getting ready to feel the backlash because we have the Tower, which is Scorpio, but we have the Empress again, but this time in the upright. That's that wifey card, right? So I feel like, and it's the Knight of Swords in reverse. Now, the Knight of Swords in reverse is like a person who is out of control, okay? They have no direction, they're restless, they're unfocused, they're impulsive, they're burnt out, you know what I'm saying? And they don't think of the consequences, they just move. And by doing that, right, I feel like, again, somebody left and made a decision, like they just woke up one day and it's like, nope, this is not what I want. Left the other person feeling the loss. Somebody wants justice in the situation, but this could also be karma. And by them doing that, the repercussions was the Tower. The Tower happened, okay? I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? Look, here comes the High Priestess once again. That's you, Pisces. Remember this High Priestess up here? You already know that this Tower was coming. You already knew that the Tower was coming. And the Tower comes either because of one or 2 things. We stay in something too long. We're supposed to make a shift or change, and we don't. So the universe steps in and does it for us, right? Because you notice this Tower doesn't have anybody falling from it. It's just the whole foundation breaking down. These people are already on the ground, okay? You see them right there? They're already on the ground. Usually in the card, you see the people falling from the top of the tower like they're in mid-fall, right? These people are already on the ground, like the whole foundation has already been blown up. But this High Priestess already knew it was coming, okay? And now that it's happened, there has to be a judgment call. So this can be a resurrection. So they can resurrect the whole situation if they want to, right? We have free will. But I really think that this is saying, because we have the Death in reverse, so that means not trying to change, right? Resisting change, right? That's why that Tower fell. But what I really think this Judgment card is here for is because somebody has to make a decision. Someone has to make a judgment call between the Aquarius, the Libra, or the Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, right? Or Taurus. This is the Taurus card, okay? So most likely a Taurus, but it can be any Earth, okay? But somebody has to make a decision between these two, either Aquarius or a Libra, or a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo. And in addition to that, someone has to stand in their truth about what is going to make them happy, what's going to make them feel stable and grounded and, you know, fulfilled, right? Yep. And Spirit is here to give you guidance and patience, okay? Saying don't make any hasty moves. Just you listen to your intuition, be patient. You're being guided. You're being guided by Source, okay? Because this is a very big decision that has to be made. This is a huge decision, okay? We have the Lovers, which is Gemini. But it's a it's a heart over head decision that has to be made, okay? Okay? It's major. And it's clarified by the Chariot, which in this oracle card is the angel of guidance. So like I said, Spirit is definitely here. And whatever decision you make is going to be the right decision for you, okay? Because the Chariot is a successful, victorious, forward-moving card, okay? It's also Cancer, okay? So anyway, Pisces, whew, that is what I have for you. There's some decisions that have to be made. There's lots of transformation in the air. This is some rough Capricorn energy we're going through. But whatever decision you decide to make is going to be perfect for you. You have guidance. Spirit is here, okay? So don't worry, don't fret. Just relax. Meditate. This is manifesting season. Don't forget, you have the power, magical power. You started with it and you ended with Spirit and guidance, okay? So it's all good. I will be right back with your bonus cards. Okay, Pisces, you have reached the bonus round. That's what I like to call this part of the spread. So I'm going to bring out the Moonology cards. I love, love, love these cards. I'm going to ask Spirit for advice on your behalf. And then I'm going to bring out a few affirmation cards, okay? Holy Spirit, please provide messages of truth, guidance, and love for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus people. In regards to the spread, Holy Spirit, what advice do you have for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus people? What advice do you have for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus people, Holy Spirit? What advice do you have for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus people in regards to the spread? Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Advice for my Pisces. Advice for my Pisces, Holy Spirit. What advice do you have regarding the spread? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is way too many cards. What advice do you have for my Pisces, Holy Spirit? 3 cards, please. You have 3 romance angel cards, so I want 3 advice cards, please, Holy Spirit. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What advice do you have for my Pisces, Holy Spirit? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, the first card, your dreams need a practical plan. Take time to breathe out. Yes. Okay, so I'm sorry. The first one, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. The second one, take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. And don't let your past hold you back. Uh-oh. Didn't I say there was some people, some of you are in a long-term relationship that you're holding on to, and because some things were supposed to change, that tower is coming, and some of you know it. Wow, I didn't realize I had 3 cards here, and then I have these. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Oh, that's a beautiful moon. You're very close to achieving your goal, the Globus moon. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Didn't I say December 26th, new moon 2019, something happened? That's when you started feeling burdened, right? This Capricorn energy is heavy. And that's when the shifts started happening. And that's when the universe asked us to release anything that does not belong to us and doesn't serve us anymore, and to only take forward what you need. Whew. Okay, Holy Spirit. Thank you for that information. Now can we have an affirmation card for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus people? Affirmation for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus people. regarding this spread, Holy Spirit. I don't know how those two cards right there just flew all the way out, but I'm going to take those plus one more, Holy Spirit. One more. Just one. Pisces, Sun, Rising, Venus. Just one. I'm going to take this one. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. Now, first one you have is harmony. I know in my heart that when something is right, it feels easy and breezy, even though that sounds cheesy. With this in mind, I banish all stress, insecurity, and tedious work from my relationships. Then I invite harmonious relationships into my life and let them show up on their own time. What? I let it show up on my own time. I'm not hasty. I don't make any fast moves. I just let the universe do what the universe do. Meditate my way through. Easy breezy. Yes, I love when spirit does it like that. Now, the next one is grace. I face disagreements with grace and flow through the ups and downs in my relationships without getting thrown off center. With grace, I am able to keep my cool, be my best self, and not resort to name calling even when that crappy poo-poo face is even when that crappy poo-poo face is being a barf monster. Oh my goodness. I handle things with grace. Okay. Last, we have compliments. I know how good it feels to get a compliment, so I give that gift to others. I'll find a nice compliment for everyone I interact with today, even if I have to think really hard about it, in which case I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Wow, I'm skilled. Yeah. You know, when we feel overwhelmed and burdened, sometimes we can snap off on people, right? So you have harmony, grace, and compliments. All easy breezy stuff, all chillaxing energies, okay? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. I love you guys to pieces. And take care of yourselves. Until next time, namaste.